So it's appropriate for us to have, at this point, some teaching about what the smudging is and why it's significant. Kimberly, would you help us with that?
Sure. I can tell you what I've been taught. As a Cherokee, the only smudge we had left after being pushed off of our lands and assimilated into a different land mass or a territory was tobacco. But I always had some teaching from my great-grandmother that there were 4 medicines that were originally part of a ceremony and everyday smudge. The one that the elders here have taught is, of course, tobacco. And that one is a powerful one that you use as far as talking with the Creator, putting what you need to say in when you offer it to the creation, to the Creator. And it's normally held with your left hand, your heart hand, closest one. And anything you want to send up as prayers, which then would be put out on the land to the Creator, and He can hear you, your turmoil, your blessing, anything you want to talk to the Creator about would be used. The tobacco would be used. Tobacco is also used if you take anything from Mother Earth, from the land, you would, in gratefulness for the Mother Earth giving you, or this part of the land giving you what you have wanted or needed, whether it's food, sustenance, plants, medicines, whatever it may be, you would gratefully acknowledge that and thank that and put your tobacco down wherever. You don't necessarily have to put it in a tie, but you always have that sacred tobacco. Not just tobacco that you would use for smoking, but tobacco that's unrefined and just straight tobacco. You put that down. And then you have sage. Sage is a medicinal sage that is spiritual. It would help anything that's not completely good in you. It's a healing plant. It's very clearing and calming. And that is part of the land as well. You have cedar, of course. Cedar is more healing, and it clears you. And if you have so much, let's say for instance, you've had a hard week and a lot of turmoil, and maybe you just feel heavy, you could take cedar wood, or cedar branches, and you can make a tea. You could burn cedar as part of your smudge to clear all of that off of you, and that burden and that weight. As far as making tea, you can drink a little if you needed healing. So that's how cedar is used. And then sweetgrass you would have as signifies Mother Earth's hair and braided hair. And it signifies generation after generation of that sweet part of Mother Earth and how we are a part of that and an essence of the sweetness of Mother Earth in her hair and how beautiful that is.
So today, when we had the smudging, I came up to you and I put my glasses in for the smoke as you instructed, and I think maybe we would all benefit from knowing how to do the smudging.
Well, first, there is no prescribed way, of course. It's kind of each individual and how they decide to smudge. But I have, for my own self, I want to smudge every part of me if I can. So I always just take the smoke and the essence coming off of that smudge, and I take it over my body because I want to be encompassed in me. And I want to have, and I do have glasses, so I smudge just to help me be clearer. And I might take my glasses off and smudge because I want to see the good in my eyes, and I want to see clearly, and I don't want to be deceived. And then I want to do my mouth because I want to say good things, but I also want to hold my tongue and not say what I don't need to say. And then I smudge my ears a lot, really, because I want to be a good listener, an active listener. I want to hear what I should hear clearly and to be able to listen to my fellow man and my brothers and sisters. And then I want to smudge my heart because that's the essence of who I am. And I want that to shine through, and I want to smudge my body and anything that needs to be healed. And sometimes I ask my elders to smudge me all over and smudge me down, just to have anything that might be clinging to me that doesn't need to be there and is preventing me from doing good works. I want it gone.
So coming into the church, as we do the smudging, I found that to me it felt like it was cleansing and purifying, and that I felt peaceful after when I came into the church. Is there something I should be feeling or noticing, or is that what it's for?
That's what it's for, and it depends on each individual person, and it depends on that medicine, because I can start the smudge, and if it's billowing up, maybe it's needed. Maybe if it's a large smudge and you're getting a lot of smoke off of it, maybe that's what the medicines know that we need. And it is cleansing, and it is healing, and you can look it up scientifically. There's scientific evidence of what sage can do for you, and sweetgrass, and these medicines that came from the Creator for our benefit, for good.
So if you come to the church in the future and you see Kimberly or perhaps an elder there doing the smudging, you are welcome to participate. And we've also had people come up who aren't intending to attend the worship service, and we certainly welcome them to participate in the smudging as well.
Right. Today, I had 4 Indigenous people that aren't a part of our church ask if I could smudge them. 3 were, 2 were Inuk men, and 1 Inuk woman, and then 1 First Nation. And they were so grateful and humble that I was there, and I, in turn, was very humbled by that. And they asked for me to smudge them. And one was like, I'm not coming to church, but I would love to have a smudge. That, to me, is what Jesus is about, and who he is, and what he would have done. And I could never deny that.
So Kimberly, I'm really grateful to you for starting us down the road of having this opportunity for a new way of learning and opportunities for blessing. And we encourage you to ask questions. Kimberly is a part of our community at St. John's, and we would welcome your questions and your interest.
And I thank you too, Gary.